Ashtavakra Gita, chapter 3, verse 1. How is it that having understood your true nature as the serene, indestructible one, you continue to be attached to acquisition of wealth? The sage is saying, after understanding your true nature, after knowing that the truth is always one, that the truth is complete, what is that which is needed to be acquired from this world? The meaning here is, there is no attachment needed towards this world. No, when the sages say that the world isn't there or there is no attachment needed towards this world, it just means that I am not needing anything from this world to complete me anymore. Let's take an example to understand this better. Say we jump into a pool of intoxicated water without awareness. If we are intoxicated, we will just be surrendered to all the intoxicating substances. Right? All our actions will be based on the intoxicated substances which are in our body. Right? So, when we come back to our awareness, say traces of intoxication might still be there. But somehow, now we are back with our understanding of what had happened. Now we are remembering all our actions and seeing how these substances made us act. How it had a deep impact on us. And now we are aware, and it's time for us to completely cleanse these intoxicated substances from our body. But how are we thinking of cleaning it? By drinking the same water with which this intoxication has been caused. Let's try to understand, why are we doing it? We are doing it because we had jumped into the pool without awareness, and we are thinking that this is the only water available for cleansing. We are not able to see beyond the water that is available in front of us. By doing so, we will just be in the same pool, and this will not help us cleanse. This repeats like a loop where we keep intoxicating, where we feel that okay, something has caused us intoxicated, and we try to cleanse it by drinking the same water which is already intoxicated. Observe this example very carefully. Let's try to relate it to our lives. Is this what is happening with us? Try to relate it to our daily lives. How are we seeing our lives? What are we doing with our lives? What are our actions? For what are these actions? Though we know that this intoxicated water will make us worse, why are we drinking the same water to cleanse? there are verses and poems of the saints which are there to help us, which are there to clean us. But still, why are we going towards the same water which is making us suffer? This is what the sage is asking in this verse. No, we have understood the relationship we have with this world in many of the previous verses. And if you would like to go back and check the previous verses, I have attached the playlist link in the description, which consists of all the verses. This world is like our shadow. And how can there be anything in our shadow that we don't have in us? How can there be anything special in the echoing sound which is not present in the source sound at all? This is one of the reasons why the sages and the great poets have called this world as an image, as an echo, as false, and so on. What is that you get from this world? Don't forget the intoxicated water. Don't use the same water for cleansing. So if you are not using the same water, then what to do? How to cleanse? Let's see what the sage says. The sage is saying to look at our true nature. He's saying we are not someone with whom something can happen. We remember the example of ocean which we saw in the previous verse. We are the limitless ocean. And the nature is working as per its own order. We are just assuming that we are also the same nature. But who is assuming this? Let's get clarity on this. Is this our ego which is limiting us to be a tiny identity? Let's inquire on this. Ego wants some identity to exist. Let's inquire on who are you? One thing that we should understand with clarity is that the water with which we got intoxicated can't be the same water with which we can get cleansed. But we also need to understand, this is very subtle, but we'll have to understand this. It's the very nature that going behind this intoxicated water. It's our nature. It's slightly difficult for us to get out of this pool. It needs effort to do it. But who can do it? It's only us who feel, who have love for the truth. Only then we feel that it is worth doing it. It's worth it to get out of this suffering. Isn't it worth to stepping closer to the truth? And if we are in this intoxicated water, no need to feel guilty about it. It's just out of unawareness. It is okay. Don't keep feeling guilty about it. This is also our mind which keeps playing game to feel guilt and to keep getting caught up in this pool by repeating to drink the same water. No, we need not have to be in this loop. We have seen and we have implemented and we have understood all the verses of the sage. Now we will have to go with the sage. We will have to rise up. We know the way towards the truth now. Walk this path which makes us aware of our true nature. It's our responsibility to be our true self. No need to repeat the same mistakes which was done unconsciously again and again. It's not necessary at all. Now, since we know that the water is dirty, there is no need to use anything from this pool to cleanse. This is the awareness that is needed. And this awareness is not just a thought. We need to lead our life fearlessly in this path of truth. We might or might not face obstacles which will pull us back when we start walking in this Guru's path. That's okay. Nothing is as blissful as truth. This living is bliss. This living is being a true human. There is a play that keeps happening in this world. The truth is not in this world. This world is just like a curtain on the truth. If we need to know anything about this world, then it's worth it for us to inquire what is not true in this world. This is one of the reasons the sages insist on negation. To negate whatever is false. Don't get caught up in the world thinking that this is what it is and this is enough. No. And also, the sage is not telling us not to do anything or not to work. No, he's not telling any of those. Our mind might say this, like, if nothing is there, then let me just be. Let me be lazy. No. How can we be lazy if we are with God? How can we not be doing anything if we are with God? The sage is saying, if you are with God, see how the quality of your thoughts are. See how the quality of your actions are. If you are one with God, you will see this world from the eyes of the God. How content our actions would be, how content each and every step of us would be. That's what the sage is telling us to see. After knowing the truth, what are you still getting attached to? What are you thinking of acquiring more from this world after knowing the truth?